I'm Dee Dee.
And I'm Nick.
We're a father and son Formula One channel. And yeah, we're back at it. So let's get straight into some questions that we've got.
But before that, happy Father's Day to everyone.
Yeah. So thank you, Nick, as well, because he's saying that to me. So, so we've got some questions. The first question is, do McLaren have to start backing Piastri now? What do you think, Nick? After today's race in Canada.
Well, they have to back one of the drivers, otherwise Verstappen can always just squeeze back and try and get to his fifth title. But I don't know. I think they do have to choose in the next one or two races. How about you?
Whether they do have to choose or not, I don't think they will choose. I think that's the way that McLaren have operated as long as McLaren have existed in the modern era. So I don't think they will. I think it's a mistake.
But I think they need to.
I agree with Nick. I think they need to, but I don't think they will.
Who should they back?
You've got to back whoever's at the front. So I guess it's Piastri, but as many others have commented, personally, I don't think they should have a number one driver. They should never have put Piastri and Lando together in that sense, but they've done it. Now they've got to inevitably at some point choose between them. By the way, the crash today won't be the last time they crash. My opinion. Don't think I'm the only one saying it. What do you think, Nick?
I think they will crash a couple times, yeah.
Yeah, got plenty of other examples. Mr. Senna and Prost, Rosberg, Hamilton, just to name a few. Two number ones doesn't work. Next question. Ferrari's performance was disappointing. Do you think Hamilton can influence the development of the car next year? We're already talking about next year, Nick.
Well, Hamilton's performance was bad because he got some damage on lap 13.
He hit a groundhog or something. I think so. Yeah.
Well, I think that Charles Leclerc was very disappointing too. I think he had no excuse. He should have done much better. Considering from where he started, he still did quite well, but he should have done better. Especially the fact that a rookie finished in front of him by quite a lot. Yep, by quite a lot. Yeah. And that was his first time ever racing at that track. Antonelli.
Driver of the day, by the way, Kimi Antonelli. Yeah.
And I think Hamilton won't really be able to influence it that much. Maybe a couple of tips, because once again they have two number ones there, so they have to make a car suiting both of them.
Yeah, again, we could make an independent video just on the situation at Ferrari and probably several videos. I agree with Nick. Essentially, you've got two number one drivers. Don't actually understand why they employed Hamilton in the first place, apart from the commercial aspects of it. That's not to say Hamilton isn't a great driver. We all know he is.
Well, they can't be making that much from Hamilton because they're paying him like $100 million.
They made a ton of money just from him signing.
Yeah.
So yeah, but so there is a question: can he influence the development of the car? Maybe he could be influencing all sorts of things that we don't know about already. Fact of the matter is, Ferrari was 6th and 7th today, was it? No, is that what it was? Yeah, finished pretty low down. It's been a consistent theme the last 3 or 4 races. Ferraris are finishing close to each other, and they're finishing outside of the top 3 or 4 consistently. So that says to me most of it's down to the car.
Yeah, and in qualifying yesterday, it looks like they peaked at Q2 and then couldn't do any better times.
Exactly, right. And in the race today, we saw they seemed to make a reasonable start and then it disappeared. So yeah, so I think you can influence the car. Again, it's all going to come down to the design of the car, the designer of the car, the design of the car for next year. Maybe somebody, and it could be Ferrari, will come up with a great design. We're starting from scratch next year, completely different rules. We'll see. But yeah, it's great. It's the one reason to have Hamilton in the car really is actually what he can do for the development. It's not the one reason, but it's probably a main reason, I would say. Right, next question. Do you want to say anything else on that, Nick? No? Okay. The competition between Lando and Oscar and a win by Russell today, could Max benefit by splitting the points and squeeze them out for the championship? In other words, can Max end up winning the championship again?
And it says what the likelihood.
Yeah, what's the likelihood of this? Because Oscar and Lando do a Hamilton and Alonso 2007, and in comes Kimi Räikkönen and wins the World Championship. What do you think?
I think it is quite possible, but I do think that it's one or the other winning the race every single time, and Oscar's looking very consistent, so I don't think it's very likely that Max is going to be able to win more and more races with his car not being as good as theirs. I think maybe the Mercedes might win a couple of races if the McLaren is crashing a lot, and maybe even the Aston Martin with Adrian Newey if they get a bit better towards the end of the season.
You might spot a few things, yeah, that improve that car.
But overall, I don't think Max Verstappen will be able to consistently win races, even if they're crashing a lot, enough to win the championship again.
I would say very astute analysis by Nicholas there, actually, because at the end of the day, it's all about points in the bank as well. It's not all about, but a lot of it's about how many points. Like Oscar's got the points in the bank. He's 25 ahead. 22 is it, ahead of Lando. Verstappen's not far behind.
Verstappen's like 40 or something, 50 behind.
He's a bit.
That's like 2 races.
But the other thing I'd say as well is Lando. What is he doing? Inconsistent performances.
He shouldn't have gone for that overtake today.
Again today he's gone brilliant manoeuvre around the hairpin because he caught Oscar out.
Oscar got the switchback, went back around. They racing down the straight. But Norris gets in front of him again and then just brakes early, trying to go through around so he can get the inside line for turn 1. But Piastri starts squeezing, blocking the inside line, and he should just settle for the outside, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, he's admitted subsequently that he made a mistake. He's taken the blame for it. You know, but at the end of the day, what is he doing? Really trying to. There wasn't a gap there to go for. That's what it amounts to. As Nick said, maybe he thought one was going to develop, one was going to appear. Anyway, it is what it is. Lando is still not consistent. We're about halfway through the season, are we?
Race 9 or something.
Yeah, halfway through the season. If Lando had some consistency, a bit more consistency, you would maybe say he's in there with the chance. He's still in with the chance. But yes, to answer the question, I think depending on what happens, but my personal favourite would be Oscar at this stage. Yeah, I think Nick agrees with me.
Yeah, unless he gets a couple of bad results and bad reliability like Hamilton 2016. Yeah. But otherwise, I think he will win.
Okay, that's us back again, Nick. High five on that one. See you again soon, guys.
Bye.
Bye.